Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Behind me is a 2024 Z06. This thing is a really cool car, but it's one that we normally don't work on in-house because it's not tunable yet. But there are things that we can do. The first thing, a catback. We're gonna be installing a Valtronics catback today, and we're gonna see how it sounds, how it performs. To get these numbers, we're gonna start by dynoing this thing stock. And then we're gonna take it out on the street. Well, I'm gonna take it out on the street and I'm gonna have a little bit of fun and see how I like the stock sounds. And then we're gonna switch it all over to the Valtronics exhaust and do the same thing and compare. 570. Sounds kind of cool. Like, it sounds like it's revving forever.
Yeah, it sounded like it revved to like 10,000. What does it rev out to?
8, I think. 8,500. One of the things that I'm looking at is like the oil pressures got kind of low. It got around 21. Weird. I don't know if that's normal. Honestly, I just don't have enough experience with the Z06 to know. Try it again.
Sounds cooler behind the car.
It's weird revving that high. We're going like 190 miles per hour. That's how fast those tires are going, 190.
Wow. What's the dyno top out at?
200. So we're right there.
Wow.
So for us to enjoy the sound, I think it's really important that we do this. Put the top down.
That's nice.
Let's go for a ride. Around, it doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound like a V8. At least not the V8s that we know. It definitely is exotic. It sounds a little raspy, a little 6-cylinder-ish. It's exotic for sure, but it sounds like a 6-cylinder to me. I think we really need to rev this thing out. So thanks for letting us rev your car out. Okay, so my opinion, and this is an opinion, and you guys could be totally different than me. I think it sounds like a V6 as you're driving around, and that kind of annoys me. But I do like the exoticness of it when you're above like 5,000 at full throttle, maybe 6,000. I don't even know where I'm at because I'm trying to pay attention to the road. Trying to, not doing a very good job, but enough that we were able to get here in one piece. So with that, let's get this Valtronics exhaust put on and see what she sounds like then. See if I hold the same opinions.
Alright, so we just saw the exhaust get all completely unboxed, and Johnny has the engine cover off now, so we can finally look at the LT6 in all of its glory.
Look at all those throttle bodies.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 throttle bodies on this thing, dude. Like, why?
Overkill.
A little bit.
Okay, let's hear this bad boy. I think that sounds better than factory, just firing it up.
That's valve.
Still has that like same kind of like raspy kind of idle. It seems like they all do flat plane crane stuff. That sounds pretty good. I gotta be honest, I dig it. Now this is an interesting exhaust because most of the Z06 exhausts with the center exit just use the factory diffuser. They look like this. And then the factory diffuser has the bezels and shit like that that make it look like, you know, there's an actual exhaust there. This one actually gets tips. So 4 tips to be exact. So this is actually kind of cool because it's one of the only exhausts out there that will look different than any of the other exhausts.
But he's not putting one on.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants the stock ones.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, well we got to show the tips anyway.
Yeah.
He wants the stock ones?
Yeah.
Man, but it's like,
Yeah, I know.
look at, fancy. Look how big those tips are.
Just a tip.
I can't believe he doesn't want the, whatever. Okay, well, so much for that part of the speech.
You were so excited.
That will make, that'll be pretty funny in video though.
Other than that, it went well.
Yep. So before we go out on the street, we got to give it some real good revs for good measure in launch mode because that's going to sound slick. I'm going to start at the 3500. It's adjustable. If you look over here, we get 3500 to 5000. Those are our that's the parameters. So I'm going to start at 3500 and then do a 5000. Yeah. Is that 5,000? That was 5,000. Yeah. Dude, that sounds nuts. Absolutely nuts. Okay. You're gonna video. it sounds really good. Like, really, really good. I much more like the sound of this now than I did before. This is a worthy upgrade. We're just in tour mode right now, so it's not overbearing. It sounds pretty sick. But then there's also like track mode. Oh, I'm not even on it. That's it, just like hanging out because it's track mode. It sounds nuts. My gosh. I mean, this thing sounds really.
It sounds awesome.
What does it sound like at full throttle? That's the real question.
Oh my god.
It does sound pretty cool. Back to tour. It's quiet. I dig it. And it doesn't sound bad at quiet. It's very tame. It's louder than stock, for sure. But it doesn't seem like there's any like reasonable drone. It seems pretty good. Here's another Corvette. Gotta make sure he knows who's boss. Although I should have had it in loud mode. I should have hit the C right away. That did it. We're gonna get on the on-ramp in Mexico and see what this thing sounds like with maybe even a couple shifts. You ready for this? This is my favorite part.
Wow.
Okay, I'm having a lot of fun. I love my E-Ray, but this exhaust turns the Z06 into something else.
This could have 200 horsepower, and if it sounded like that, it would still be amazing.
Next up, let's get her on the dyno, see if there's any kind of power gain. So just as a quick refresher, last time this was on the dyno with the factory exhaust on it, this thing made 570 rear wheel horsepower peak, 404 torque, 404.6 torque. I mean, it's like 2 horsepower difference between these two runs, 2 horsepower and torque difference. So it was pretty darn consistent. Under here, which was about 3,000 RPM, it like did nothing. And so we're gonna do the same thing now. Same gear ratio, even though we can't get RPM on this one. We're gonna do the same gear ratio so that everything should line up, and we'll see if there's any power gains from it. So just rolling it here. Oh my gosh. Sounds nuts. Absolutely nuts.
So a little under what we did last. The 570 to start.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. I had it in sport mode. I'll change it to track mode. I don't know what mode I had it in before. I'm gonna let it cool down just a little bit because it's a little saucy. And we're gonna run it again.
nice flames.
Man, yeah, I mean, it's like the sound is there, but the performance up top kind of levels off a little bit. That's surprising. I mean, it's still a muffled system, but like that is surprising. I think it sounds way better. I would probably trade it myself, but we're gonna have to compare these runs real quick to see what kind of differences we're seeing. Okay, so let's see the difference between these runs here, any kind of details. The temperature says that it is 88 degrees today with 61% humidity. And when we did our baseline, it was 85 degrees with 52%. So maybe that explains a little bit of it. The power uncorrected definitely shows that there is a 20 horsepower difference or so between the two of them. I'd say that, unfortunately, well, this thing sounds awesome. It doesn't perform that great. It looks like it lost some power. It looks like it gained some power down low between 4,000 and 6,000 RPM, but sacrificed that for up top. And I don't know if that's worth it. That's up to you guys. The sound is way better though. Absolutely way better. So one other thing to note is that we kind of did the test in reverse by mistake. I thought we did it a different way, but we may have dynoed it first, stock and cold, versus taking it out on the street first and then putting it on the dyno. So maybe there's some heat soak. I don't feel like there is. I feel like looking at the temperatures, they're roughly the same. So it's tough to tell, but yeah, take it with a grain of salt. These were not the most scientific tests that I've done. If you want to see that, definitely subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on some of the next videos. Adios.